Okay.
So you rolled no more, so that was a good call.
Okay, and then I do not remember who goes first.
So I always get the choice to, but whoever has less dice can pass until we have even. So I could pass, but I will. Let's see. I'm going to use this character action to move the fellowship. So that advances the track to 1, and you get to roll 2 dice, and you hit on 6s.
Yes. So it's the combat dice?
Yep.
Ruby.
Safe.
No such
right.
number. Do I just clear those?
Yeah, you can just clear them. There's a little clear button here.
But... Oh, it's okay. It's just word. Okay. Word. Okay. We're learning. Okay. Jeez whiz. Okay, so... Let's remember how to do anything. You know, it takes a second. Yeah. Why don't we... I feel like we can play like we'll just grab a new card. Right? I can do that, yeah?
Draw 1 card from it.
And, okay. The difference is going to be that those are more...
Yep, so character deck is, usually more like character actions, maybe more fellowship hindering.
Yeah, I'm going to go... We'll just yellow it, you know?
Alright. I will. Let's see. I will play an... Yeah, I'll play an army muster action. Let's see. Sorry. No, I will play an event action to play a power 2 great. This is a play on the table card. I get to advance the Elven Nation 1 step on the political track. And while this card is out, you cannot attack Lorien, Rivendell, or the Grey Havens. And then you can discard it by getting rid of any one of your action die and an army event card and a character event card. So those are cards in the upper right corner that have one with a dagger and one with the flag, if that makes sense.
Okay, and that would just allow me to attack the elves, basically.
Yes, except for Woodland Realm is not protected, but the other 3 are. So.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. Okay. And, okay, so with things that let me mess with the fellowship, that fellowship has to be, like, visible or whatever? Because you're moving hidden, correct?
I'm moving hidden. It depends on what the texts say. And actually, we forgot that's a good question. So, the card will say must be revealed or must be greater than like step 1 on the track or something like that. However, you bring up a good point. To get you can actually get rerolls on your hunts. So, if the fellowship last known location, so right now their last known location is Rivendell. If their last known location is in a territory with a Nazgul, doesn't matter the number, just any number of Nazgul, you get 1 reroll on your hunt die. If they're in a Shadow Stronghold, you get a single reroll. And if you're any number of army units, you get a single reroll. So you can have at most 3 rerolls depending on the location of the last known location of the fellowship, which right now is Rivendell. Okay. So, yep.
Okay. Okay. We're learning. We're just relearning everything here. Yeah. I feel like I should probably maybe move somebody to at war. That feels like a good thing to do. So that's what we're gonna try.
Okay.
You know. Again, okay, let's go. What do we got? So, I'm sorry, can Isengard go straight to war, or do I have to go to the bottom half
Nope.
of this?
So each box is its own.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yep.
So I just throw them down here. So Isengard is at war.
All right.
Oh, I forgot that
There's sound effects at random. Yep.
Okay, so.
Good.
To me.
Good to know. I will. Well, that kind of might change what I. Sure, I will use a army muster.
Okay.
And I am going to I will move these folks in Edoras to West Emmet because they can move within their, or they just can't cross other color borders. Then I'll move this North Regular up to the north from Carrick to Old Forest Road.
Uh-huh.
So I use it as an army movement. But, yep.
Okay. Um. And then the character. Okay. We're learning. Okay. And so you move here and here, which makes me think things. Obviously. Okay. Yep. So I'm just gonna believe in the heart of the cards. That's not relevant here, but I'm going to use this as a muster, I think, to pop Starman out. Just
Okay.
get him out turn one. Let's get him rolling, because that'll get me an extra die going forward. So he just pops up in
Yep, nope, that makes sense. And then you can throw his die into the not chosen category, or used as a. Yep.
Okay.
All right. I will pass.
And then, I'm sorry,
good.
Okay, so the not chosen, is that like if you run out of dice before I do they just go in the not chosen, or do I get to keep doing
Oh,
stuff?
no, you get to do all yours. I guess if there's, there could be a case where, playing an action is worse for you, you don't want to lose units or something, so you could just choose to use a dice as a skip, basically. So
Yeah, and I cannot pass because I have more dice.
Correct.
So I have to take actions.
Yep.
Okay.
So, now I will pass, so now it'll go back to you.
Muster action, muster die. So, I'm sorry, the character action will allow me to attack with an army led by him.
Yes.
But is that him or a leader? So I could not include him in that attack because there's an Isengard elite in there.
Correct. Yep. That is an option. And so here.
And that,
oh, good. Yep.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, so just to say, you have 5 units here, 1 elite and 4 regulars. I have a leader who doesn't count for die, so I'd only roll 2 die with my 2 regulars. So, yeah.
So I'm sorry, that's a leader.
That is a leader.
Elite.
Elites are over here. They don't have the flags. So.
Yep. So leaders are just something that I do not have because my Isengard elite count as leaders.
Correct. Your Nazgul are essentially what my leaders are. They give you rerolls, so they give you leadership.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So, just hypothetically, if I were to attack down into Helm's Deep, not Helm's Deep, but the Fords of Isen,
Yep.
that would move. Where are we? We Rohan?
Right here. Yep, Rohan.
Yeah. We'll move down 2.
It would flip them and move them down 1 because it's not a settlement. It would just be taking over fortification. Which, yeah.
Got it. And then I would have 5 dice. I'd have to hit 6s or higher
for the first round. Yep.
Yeah, and you would have 2 dice, and you would have to hit 5s or higher.
Yep.
But you have 1 reroll.
Correct. And if you have 1 reroll with your elite because of Saruman, and if you choose to have Saruman be involved in that battle, you would have 2 rerolls because he gives you 1 leadership. So.
And it would take a lot of bad rolls for it to get to Saruman. So I think this feels really dumb, but I don't know what else to do. So we're learning. I'm gonna be just
yeah. Gotta figure out all the battle mechanics and everything. So.
Yes. So we're going to use a character die in order to have Saruman lead an attack on the Fords of Isen.
All right. Would you like to play a combat card?
Give me a second. I think I do.
And then just I don't think I've ever hit there, but if the decks run out, they don't get reshuffled. Again.
Okay.
You're only drawing 1 at a time unless you're, doing special, but just a heads up. So, yep.
No, I actually do not. I want to keep it for its top effect.
All right. Then I will also not play a card.
Okay.
Good luck.
So I just hit 5.
Yep.
Okay.
Wow.
I have a hit and 1 reroll, or 2 rerolls, right?
Yep, you have a hit and 2 rerolls. I have a hit and 1 reroll, but I did not get a second hit.
Okay.
Okay.
Just the 1 hit still. And so in this case, it does not make sense for me to downgrade my elite, because then I couldn't... it would take away a reroll I had.
It would take away rerolls, yes.
But
it would bring you...
Saruman... Yeah, I was about to ask. The Saruman doesn't give me a combat. That's right, I knew that. So I might want to actually do that. Is there an easy way to do that?
Nope, you just bring them over. And then I guess one thing I forgot to mention, which is important, your people, when they die, they go back to be re-recruited. When mine die, they do not come back.
Oh, that was so annoying.
However, they can come back if I downgrade an elite. I can pull from my dead pool for a regular for that. That's the one.
So you just got the 1 hit?
Yep. So we both got 1 hit on each other.
Okay. And I guess I'll push.
Okay. We will retreat.
Great.
I guess it doesn't... Sorry, I have to think for a sec. Think for what I'm thinking, it doesn't matter, so I will just back into there.
Okay.
And then we'll flip... Yep, I'll flip Rohan and move them down 1. And then, how many units, if any, would you like to move into the Fords of Isen? And then I think we've talked about it. The stack of an army is 10 max in a region, but for a siege, if I go into a siege, I can only take 5 with me. The rest would go back to reinforcements, not including leaders. And same for you. So, and you can have any number of minions or Nazgul in a siege, but only 5 units. So.
Okay. I guess we will move. Because so you can't pincer, right? You can't have 2.
Correct.
Come in from 1.
Yep.
Okay. I think we will. We're just trying things.
Yeah.
There's a way to rotate them in, yes. Thusly, we're gonna throw 4 down.
Okay.
Fords of Isen.
Okay. I don't love this. Okay, so that's your turn.
That is my turn, yes. I don't
I'm
think I can do anything else there.
going to use this Will of the West as... Alright, so we'll do it as an army movement.
Okay.
And we will move... Yeah, I'll move 2 people into Helm's Deep from West Emmett.
Okay.
And then I will move... I don't know if I really want to... We'll move this fellow from again, the north, way up here, to Bree.
Mhm.
I think that's all I want to kind of do right now. Alright.
Okay, so then I have the final dice as a character die,
Yep.
and so I can move all of my movable minions.
Correct, yep.
With that, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
So I can,
Nazgul and minions.
disperse my Nazgul.
Exactly.
So when you're moving hidden,
Yep.
does the presence of an Nazgul do anything? I forget. I know he says that.
Yep, it gives you a single reroll no matter how many Nazgul you have in the space. If you're on my last known location. So.
Last known location, as it were, hunting.
Yep.
So, like, if I were to fly one to Rivendell
Yes.
right now. Okay.
But I have to remember if you can enter a friendly, like, even though Nazgul aren't affected by armies, I can't remember about. I don't think you can go into a friendly stronghold unless they're under siege, if I remember correctly. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can't land in Rivendell then.
I don't believe. I'm checking right now, but I don't believe so because it's a free people stronghold that's not under siege. So, yeah. Let's see, movement.
I see now why that. Okay, I see some like early turn stuff. Was that a? Okay, yeah.
So I'm just trying to find where.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Characters can move. Oh, Nazgul. Let's see. They can never move. The only restriction is they can never move into a region containing a stronghold controlled by the Free People's player unless it's currently besieged. So, yep.
Okay.
So any other location, I believe, even with an army, you can land in, except for strongholds that aren't taken or besieged or taken over yet. So, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, I think I'm still gonna move the Nazgul. I think that sounds groovy and fun. We'll throw 2 of them in the... Oh, that's not right. 2 of them in, fourth over here.
Okay.
Now, you don't reveal at the end of the round, right?
Not necessarily. At the beginning of each turn, I have the chance to declare if I'm above 0, and that's where I would show where I am. But yeah.
And that would heal you if you're in a friendly.
If I'm in, yep. So if I choose to stay in Rivendell and just waste a move, I could heal. But obviously I have no corruption, so that wouldn't be a smart move now. But that would be an option. Yep. So I can move up to this number away from Rivendell.
Up to what number, sorry?
Up to wherever the progress counter is. So if I chose to, I could reveal in Trollshaws or Fords of Brunnen right now. At the beginning of next turn. But yep.
And that would, yeah, okay.
But that wouldn't, sorry, and just because there's some cards that it matters, it wouldn't reveal me. It would just update my position on the map. Reveals are specific. It's when this is flipped, from the hunting or a special card. So, yep.
Wait, what did you just do? What did you just flip?
Sorry, I flipped the progress counter.
Makes funny noise.
And then I can't move until I hide again. But yep.
So okay. Let me just read my boys. Let me just make sure that yeah, that's nothing. We'll throw one like here, I guess, and one in there. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing.
No,
If that wasn't
I
evident.
I mean, you can obviously change it, but I think like that makes sense if you're trying to potentially,
Please?
catch me on a
Please.
reveal. So, yep.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
No, I don't think you've
It'd
made
be
any
nice to-
bad moves yet. So, like, not that I'm.
Yeah, I mean, I do know how to play board games.
Right.
But like, I'm just like, ooh, like, yeah, it's like, okay, all right. I was like seeing like, okay, like you played Rivendell really early, but it didn't actually matter because I was like, oh, that would make sense. Like, oh, maybe I should have moved to Nazgul first, right? Like, maybe
Oh, right, because
then
you could have.
I can't just move to where you were,
Right.
anyway,
Right.
because of the game, which is well designed.
One thing I forgot, which I forgot to do, so I won't do it now. But as Gandalf's the guide, he does have an ability where when I play an event card using an event die, I get to draw a matching event card as another one. So
Draw and play, or just draw to replenish your hand?
Just draw to replenish my hand. So
I don't super matter if you do that. Like,
Okay.
I'm not.
if you're alright with that, but
Yeah, I'm fine.
Alright.
That doesn't. I mean, I may regret that, but
yeah. Say, I mean,
do?
you might, but I don't
Regret
think
it.
you will from the card I drew, so it should be fine. Not to give anything away. All right. So now,
it might like watch to the end of the game. You'll be like, yeah, the card that I drew at the very beginning caved me.
yep, I just save it till it's like the one time I can use it and it wins. Like that'd be hilarious. All right,
Okay.
that's our action resolution. And no one's at victory.
Yes.
Fellowship's moved once. We can start turn 2. Draw cards. I'll give you a second to look at those.
Oh yes. Max hand is 6.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
And again, another kind of just like edge case. You discard down, either right at the way in the beginning if you're over 6, or at the end of the action die resolution. So like for the Witch King and Gandalf, that let you draw another card, you could go above it, and then you could get, say, 2 cards, and then choose which one of those 2 to discard based, the timing of it. So, yep.
Okay, and then okay.
And then while you're reading, I will not declare the position or change the guide at the moment. So.
Okay. Okay, I think I'm Gucci.
Okay.
I think I understand everything that's happening in my hand.
It auto-allocated 1 eye for you because I moved once last turn.
Moved
Would you
one.
like to move any more into the pool?
I feel like what is 2 on is we are like at a. I feel like that was a decent number of actions last turn, so we'll give myself the same number of actions, which means I have an extra hunt die.
Oh.
That's how that math happens. Sure, you fit perfectly.
Wow, that was
I did that on purpose.
very talented. Okay,
Yes.
and here we go. Let's see what we get.
Okay. Oh.
Okay,
One
and
more eye. Okay.
that is a rough roll for me when you have 4 eyes in the hunt pool there. So. All right.
Good. I like the sound of that. So now that we have the even number of die, who goes first?
It would be me. So.
I figured.
Yep. Let's see. Decisions now.
Also, it's my brain is like, hey, say the quote out loud in the voice. And I'm like, I can't do that. Because then that would tell him exactly what hands are in my hand.
Oh, yeah,
What
that's.
cards are in my hand. rather than- Sorry, brain? No?
There's a lot of those. That. Yeah. All right. I will play an army muster, and I'll bring Rohan one more step down.
Rohan. Oh, I didn't. Oh, I got an interesting hand. Or an interesting
Yes.
dice
You
roll.
did.
Didn't look at that. Great. I had a thing that I was gonna do. I'm gonna. Yes. Okay, I should do that eventually. But... And then, okay, with the free people action, you can move, or you can use a leader to attack,
Yep.
or you can play a dagger card
Or I can separate companions from the fellowship
to go do other.
to do other things. Yep.
Okay. I think this is a good play, and if I'm wrong, this is recorded for posterity, so I can
Alright.
learn for it later. Learn for it, Douglas. That's how brains happen. So, worn with sorrow and toil, while it's in play, if a companion of the Fellowship is taken as a casualty, I may discard one of your event cards from your hand.
That is
Or
one of
from the table.
Yep.
So I can get rid of the power to great without paying the exorbitant cost.
Unfortunately, you can't because it's not a character event card. A power to great is a
Right.
strategy.
No,
yes,
no,
but if I did have a character event card on there, you would be able to.
That's fine. And what is the... I mean, I'm not in a attacking elves position right now, but if I were, that would be... Move, to be discarded by any action die, and discarding one army event card and one character. Okay, so like most of my hand.
It's a tough one, but yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm thinking here. I'm going to just look at my fellowship cards for a sec.
Sure. Okay. I don't remember what each of these can do. Oh, that's pretty straightforward. Okay.
All right, we are going to try something. Don't love it. Let me think. Sorry. All right. Yep. Let's do. I don't know. Sorry, just thinking for a sec.
You're good.
Just really dislike Warmer Sorrow and Toil.
Yeah, good. That's why I put it there.
I'm going to use a character action to separate. We're going to do Strider and Boromir from the Fellowship.
In theory, I could have looked through those, correct? And seen
Yes.
whatever he does with that hidden knowledge. Yeah, well,
I don't know. Alright, if you mouse over the Fellowship deck, does it have like a search Fellowship option for you? Or is that just for me?
I have a button that says search Fellowship.
So if you click that, I think, yeah, it'll show you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Could read these things too. Anyways, what's going on here?
So I separated them, which means they can move the level of the highest one, which is Strider with 3, plus whatever movement the Fellowship has made, which is 1. So let me make sure I'm doing math right.
Go ahead and do that, yeah.
Yes, so we are going to move Boromir and Strider together to... They'll go 1, they'll go 2 with your Nazgul, 3, and 4 to Old Ford here.
Yes.
Okay. That is my turn.
So I can use this muster action to get an elite in, if I wanted to like press in the forts again.
Yeah, but you'd have to build the elite in Orthanc, because it has to be one of your settlements. Yeah.
I see. What if I moved? Because like Westermet is a settlement.
It is, yeah, but it has to be one of your like within the borders of your nation. Yep.
Okay. I didn't really want to do that anyway. Okay, well, in that case, that does... What is this? What do you do? What do you do? Okay. What if we... I am at a crossroads. I think I'm gonna use one of my army die to play an army card.
Okay.
Which is
Yep.
half orcs and goblin men. So I can recruit a unit in a region where Shadow Army is present, so I don't have to recruit in my dank tower. And we're gonna throw them right in the fords.
So you've just thrown a wolf to the fords.
Yeah, and then we're gonna discard that.
Alright.
Yeah, that goes. We'll see what that does for me.
I'm going to play another character action.
Sure.
To move
that's a lot of daggers.
Strider and Boromir. Now I can move them 3 because they're separated, but they still move. If they move together, they move the highest level. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3 to Parth Celebrant.
I should get the lead out. They seem to be coming. Because they're gonna offer rerolls.
So actually, they give extra die and rerolls. So that's the Captain of the West ability here.
Yeah, add 1 combat strength to the force, the 3 equals. Then... Action. Right? I'm sorry. Yeah, they're in the force points, right? Yes. So he's not necessarily relevant right now. He can be replaced. Oh. How do you do Era of Isildur?
Yep, so that's
activate that?
right here.
Oh my gosh,
I have to be in Minas Tirith, Dal Amroth, or Pelegrir, and then I use a Will of the West action result.
Yeah. Well, they're aggressing, so will I. I guess we're gonna use an army action to attack, right? I can do that.
Yep, that is valid. Where will you be attacking?
I mean, forwards into the deep.
Okay. Yep. We will retreat into a siege.
Okay. Do I move my people?
Yep. So now you can move as many of your people into Helm's Deep as you want to be conducting the siege.
I mean, we're gonna throw everybody in there. Maybe there's a reason not to, but I don't know it.
No, that's a pretty. I mean, that makes sense because you'll want them for the siege. So, and then I will move Rohan to war because you attacked, and they were.
Yes.
All right. I will. I mean, I guess I just finish what I've been starting. I'm going to use a dagger to move Strider and Boromir to Minas Tirith, which activates Gondor. Oop. And now they're dead. Alright, there we go.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't remember what besieging. Brain fart. How does that work?
Yep. So you use it's another attack. So you use
Which I don't have.
Yep, army or leader action to conduct or like to attack the siege. For every round, you have to hit on 6s. There's no only like first round bonus, and then to continue past 1, unless you want to use another die, you have to downgrade an elite. So, yep.
But I can just sit here.
You can sit here. I cannot recruit in Helm's Deep unless I have a card that lets me do so.
But you could, in theory, recruit in Edoras, right?
Or any settlement. So West Edmund. Yep. Now that they're at war, but yep. So it doesn't affect the rest of Rohan at the moment. But
I think we're just gonna do like a little. I should maybe recruit into just keep people in there because I don't know what I'm doing, but we're gonna move Saruman into war. Saruman.
Okay.
That's an option.
Yeah. Nope. That's good. All right. That is all our dice. No one won this turn. Fellowship still 1 away. We can start turn 3.
I should keep track of rounds on the app so we're on.
Yep.
Okay. No force because you didn't do anything. So I'm just gonna throw 2 because that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I have no reason to change that.
Oh wait, I guess I forgot. I could declare. So let me think for a second.
Oh, that's right. I jumped the gun.
That's all right. Okay, I don't. This feels
not corrupt at all. So.
No, this feels like a very stupid move, and I'd kind of feel bad for doing it. But I think I'm going to declare in Rivendell, which will waste my move I've made, but it would get rid of Worn with Sorrow and Toil. I don't know if you saw that on there.
Declared in an unconquered free city. Oh, no, I did not, but that's fine.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Brain saw italics and thought it was flavor text. But then I did look at a power 2 great and saw how to get rid of it. And so I could easily have switched over mine. But...
Wait, are you okay if I do that, or would you want to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with you wasting a movement.
All right. Yeah, I don't like it because time is my enemy being the free people's player, but I also hate this card, so it's that's interesting. There's no flavor text. The italics are all like conditions. So
it's actually important. You do have to read the italic words. I did figure that out.
Yeah.
I did not transfer that knowledge to the card I had played.
And the only flavor text is in your head because again they all have some sort of quote that you.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Cannot say out loud.
Well, I do apologize for that, but that makes me feel that.
No, don't apologize. Don't play the game.
All right. Then that's all I can do because I can't change the guide because Gandalf's the highest level. He stays the guide, so you can allocate die. All right, still 2.
Yes, yeah, I don't know.
All right, here we go.
Problem with that plan? Oh no!
Look, I was going to move this turn. This is.
Well, you can just sit in that free city. I think is where you're gonna be.
I don't think.
Forever.
I think Rivendell seems like a really nice place to visit now.
Yeah, I've heard they have really nice bread.
Oh dear. Okay. Well, now I have to go. I have to go first. I don't have a choice. This is interesting. Right. Well.
And I can pass down because okay. All right. I have. I can.
You can. Yeah.
Oh, I have to read my cards I drew.
All right, well, I will start off while you're reading with, just in case anything happens, I'm going to use my Will of the West to bring in Aragorn, the heir to Isildur.
Yeah, I'm not surprised about that.
So we can get rid of Strider, I guess. Yeah, And this will go into not chosen. You got no eye rolls the first time, and then you've had significant, like, it's very swingy.
There and do nothing.
All right. I guess I'll just keep Aragorn here because he's not locking into any place. So I'll just have to remember to look for him. Okay. On to you when you're ready. Also, since it might come up because you have 2 card plays, okay, so I got to think how this works. The bold text is what you has to be allowed to play it.
Okay.
So, like, it might give a condition.
Yeah.
The rest, if it's not bold, you don't have to do, like, if there's multiple things, you don't have to do them yet. So those aren't like conditions that have to be met. Like, if you can't say move something, you can just skip to the next thing and take that effect.
Okay.
Yep. And then there are a few play on the tables that have more bold text, and if that one, like, if that is no longer valid, then that card would go away. So besides the italics, there's another way that it could, like, disappear, but yeah.
Sorry, say that again?
So like, this is just a play on the table bold text, so the only way to get rid of it is by the italics. Some of them say, like, play on the table and this condition has to be met, and if while it's on the table that condition is no longer met, it just and a lot of them do say it in the italics, but just another place to look. So
okay, I'm just reading.
Yep.
Okay. I'm playing cards this turn. I'm gonna go double check other things that those can do.
Yep.
But it does seem like I'm probably going to be playing cards, so I should figure that out. Okay. Oh, I can also draw cards. Okay, well, that's an option. It'll get me up to 6, and then I might, well, probably also, okay. Alright. Thoughts and such. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. As like a neutral, just to give me another option. Can I can't pass and make you go again, right?
No.
It's only if I have less.
Only if you have less, yeah. Because unless there's the Free People's player always goes always has the option to go first, but the Shadow will always play the last die, which gives you some, like, tactical advantage potentially.
That is not true. I'm not gonna play the last die this round. Because too many of my dice went to the eye.
Oh, right. Sorry, you're right. Okay. If we have even amounts to start, you'll always play the last one. But yes, yeah.
No, I go second and end first. Great. I'm gonna draw a card because I feel like I want to. Okay, yeah. I feel like that'll give me another option. We're gonna go out of the strategy deck.
Okay.
Just because. Okay.
I'm going to play an Army Muster to play a muster card. I'm going to play the Red Arrow, play if the Gondor Nation is active, which they are, advance the Rohan Nation one step on the political check, which I can't, but then I get to recruit 1 Rohan unit, regular elite, and 1 Rohan leader in Edoras.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay. We'll start fighting, right? I'll siege.
Yeah. So you're gonna push the siege of Helm's Deep?
Yes.
All
So
right.
do I have to downgrade?
Nope. So the first one is just the die, and then that means like if you're worried about your elites, you could just wait and then use another army die later to like continue.
Next round.
Yep.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Instead of pushing, I can just
Instead of pushing, like it's
do
waste.
like one per dice.
Yeah, not waste to die, but it lets you stretch that out longer to save your elites. So that's kind of the trade-off.
Yeah.
All right. Would you like to play a card?
I do want to play a card.
Okay.
I have to do math really quick.
Yep.
The leader does or does not count as... It would still be an army unit.
The leader is not an
it's
army unit. No.
It is its own. Okay.
So I have 4 dice right now with 1 reroll.
Right, but a little bit showing my hand here, but this is talking about specifically army units. So does the elite only count as 1 unit?
The elite counts as a single unit. Yep, and the leader is not a unit for that text.
No, I don't like that. I don't like that here. Okay, yes, I have a card that I want to play. Do I just play it face down or play it just face up?
You can play it face down, or I trust that you won't, play it if I choose. And
Yeah.
think I'm going to not play a card this round. So.
Okay. So we have Foul Stench.
Ooh.
I'm going to play if the Nazgul leadership is 1 or more. If the Nazgul leadership equals or exceeds the total free people leadership, which is 1 in that case, you don't get a reroll.
Okay, that is fair, but I don't like that.
Yeah, it's not like the biggest advantage that I could have gotten. It doesn't seem like it's a huge, but it feels nice and nasty, suitably nasty.
For the evil character.
5.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you hit on 6s. I hit on 5 or 6 with 4 dice. Right.
Yep. Not a single. Oh gosh, this is a bad time. And I get 2.
You get
rerolls.
3 rerolls because you have 1 elite and 2 Nazgul.
Come on.
Oh, that's just.
This was a bad assault, guys. This was a bad assault. We did poorly. Okay. So I lose 2 units.
You lose 2 units.
Great. Okay. Yes. We will. Can I downgrade him 1 and then just lose that unit?
Yep, so you can just take out, that is 2 hits, so if you want to just take both your hits there. Yeah.
I'll just take both my hits here.
Alright.
Wowzers. Okay, I mean, I knew that wasn't...
I mean, that's still an statistically unlucky roll. You should have had at least 1 6.
Yeah, I could have had a better roll than that, but...
Okay. And then you don't have any elites, so you won't be pressing.
No.
So now it goes to me.
Okay.
I am going to play. Let's see. Oh, jeez.
Does that go away? Yes, it does. 'Cause that's the.
Oh, yep, that's just
Battle
combat
stage.
ones. So.
Goodbye.
Alright, I will play an event action to play Axe and Bow. This is a play on the table. Play if Gimli or Legolas are in the Fellowship, which they both are at the moment. After you draw a hunt tile, I can discard it to reduce hunt damage by 1. And then this is a case where if Gimli or Legolas leave the Fellowship, which it is also in the italic text, it goes away. So, yep. Yeah. And then because I do have Gandalf as the guide, I get to draw another character card.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
For my final action, we will. That's not it. That's not it. Yeah, we're gonna play Rage of the
Dunlendings?
Dundings, yes.
Yep. Alright.
So in a place adjacent to north or south Dunland, which could include, I assume, North and South Dunland, because North Dunland is adjacent to South Dunland and vice versa.
In a free region adjacent to... I believe so. Yep.
I don't know that I don't see any reason to do that. I'm probably just going to put them in the gap of Rohan.
Yep.
And while I'm recruiting, this region, move this. You may also move to this region up to 4 Isengard units. So I could like suck in South Dunland.
And North Dunland. It does let you jump, like, move more than one in this case, so...
Oh, from north or side, literally. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Shoot. That just leaves...
Yeah, there's some other considerations.
Yeah, there's like some north guys. I just feel like in South Dunland. That seems a little interesting. I don't love this turn so far.
I mean, that's totally fair. I guess the big advantage you get from that, and you can totally take it back if you want to, unless you have to play something, is like that teleportation. It's like it might make sense to go like Gappa Rohan or somewhere north or west, you know, to like get a free move kind of, or wait till you have more units there, like if you wanted to. But I know you're at the hand limit, I think. So yeah. Oh no, you're not.
Start. Yeah. I would have to discard a card during the draw phase. So. Yeah, I could start going for the Shire. I don't know the right answer. So we're just gonna make a choice. We're just gonna make a decision and deal with the consequences as they occur. And they're just regular units.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like start heading up this way, because what you guys got over there? That'll be fun. Okay. First off, I did have to play this to play that. I will grab my 2 regs. Come here, if I get some card. And, when you can move twice, but you can't move and attack.
No, you can move, yeah, so you can move an army, like 2 armies, 1 space, or do a single attack, so.
Okay, I'm just gonna, we're just get this rounds out. Sorry, we'll march to the north. Hobbit country up there.
Scourging the Shire already. Well, close to it.
I just, I had an interesting die roll.
Yeah.
Having an interesting turn.
Okay.
But, not where I thought it'd be right now.
Yeah, well, to be honest, me neither, so if that makes you feel any better. So, it's, you know, it's like such an interesting mechanic with the die being like the actions, because it just changes your strategy. I'm trying to think. No, I think I'm...
Excellent, that was just a one-time use thing.
Yep. I think I'm going to play a muster army, and I'm going to muster a Rohan elite into Edoras.
Yes.
Alright. That is all of
But
our
war is going
dice.
not well. I will be honest, war is going not swimmingly.
Well, maybe you're just a free peoples at heart. So there are no victory points on the board and nothing with the fellowship. So we are back to turn 1, just with lots of things happening in the meantime.
Yes.
All right. I will have to
Speaking of turns.
discard before we move forward, just a heads up. So
Yep. Also, I'm gonna remember to give you a chance to declare and such.
Yep.
Oh, I love the giant text.
it does not let you forget that.
No.
Jeez.
Just, Oh. Great. What have we got in hand, actually? Mm-hmm. Oh, my goodness.
I'm gonna get rid of this. Yeah, I don't want to. I think I'll get rid of this one. Alright. I am down to my hand limit. You are not there, so I will not declare the position because we're at 0, and I will not change the guide. So now it goes to dice allocation. Once you're all caught up.
Just gonna throw 2 over
All
there
right.
and see what happens. I don't know. Help me. Oh my god. Oops.
Okay, so just 2. All right.
Wildly inconsistent.
Oh gosh. All right.
Yes, feel free to move.
I think and we have the same. No, you have one more, but I'll move first. So I'll use a character action and move the fellowship.
Great. I'm gonna roll 2 dice. Where you at, bad boys?
Okay. Safe for now.
Why? Oh, that's why. I was gonna say, why did that say 4 and 4? And just 4 and 4. That's the answer. For some reason, I thought one of them was a 5.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay. Mine go.
Your go.
Mine go. Just can I have mixed army in one? Like, could I have Isengard and Saruman army in one place?
Yep.
Like, obviously, I couldn't attack with both of them simultaneously, but
No. So sorry. Actually, you could. So
oh, okay.
But the only consideration is if one, say Sauron wasn't at war, you could only attack with your Isengard units. But if they're both together and both at war, you could move them as one. So yep.
And they're both at war currently.
Yep. So an army is any number of units in a region on the same side, I guess. So all the shadow arm units are all the
And then okay. We're doing math. Okay. I'm gonna use my muster action to get the Witch King.
Okay.
Because at least one free people is at war.
Yep.
And any region with a shadow army that includes at least one Sauron unit, and then activate all free people's
Yep.
nations.
So I will activate the doors in the north because they're the last two to be activated.
I'll throw Morbia.
Okay.
To Witch King, and then this just goes into not chosen.
Yep. We add it to your pool next turn.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going to... I'm going to muster a Rohan Elite in Edoras again.
Okay. We will. Play. Need to be better at this map. Oh gosh, I don't know where things are.
I know that's... If you want to tell me, I'm happy to help without using it against you. But
Angmar.
Angmar is up to the north here.
Yes. We're gonna give it a shot.
Okay.
We'll use the card
Okay.
action to play Return of the Witch King.
Okay.
What units we want? Okay, so we need an elite and 2 regulars. And then Witch King? Get it? Good question.
Oh.
Oh, I'm so clever.
Sneaky.
Great. Yes.
Okay. Can I do that? Oh, that didn't do anything. Sorry, just checking. Oh. There we go. Alright. I will do... You know, I will actually pass.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We will. Oh, how does this work?
Yep.
I gotta leave in the wrong direction. Is when you move with a character die,
Yes.
it moves the army 2 movements or 1 movement?
Just one movement.
Okay.
Yep. It's just a normal move or attack with an army, but that character's like leading it. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, can't you normally move 2 squares? No.
No, you can move 2 different armies, one square each. So the difference is it's only 1 army, 1 square, or an attack. Yeah.
Yes, I know things. Um. Golly, jeepers. Did not realize that was already so out of the way. Um. What do I do here? I'm gonna play. I think.
Yep, no problem.
Not that. Either? Oh, sure. Don't want to do that with a monster. My last monster. Or... Yeah, I'm gonna play Stormcrow.
Yep.
Companion is inside the border, or I guess the Fellowship is as well.
Yep.
For that matter.
So you
Inside
can.
the borders of a free people nation who is not at war.
Okay.
So I just choose one of them and move it back one.
Yep. So you choose the elves or Gondor and move them back one.
So they kind of hide. I can't go into Elvish territory at the moment, so it sort of feels like that might be a good call, just to keep them from joining when they can't retaliate. Then the free people player must eliminate one leader or army unit of that nation, regular or elite. And so if I do the elves, you could choose from any one of the Elvish areas. So if you could just do an Elvish regular for that.
I could if I want to. Yep.
Leader or army unit. I think I will choose the elves.
Okay.
That's I mean, okay, but the thing is, you're kind of being scary in Tirith. Right down here. I don't know. We're gonna go with my initial thought.
So the elves go up.
Yep.
Now I have to select.
To get rid of leader or army unit.
Okay. I will get rid of. Ooh, I actually don't really know who I wanna. I'm gonna get rid of this Grey Haven's leader. I think.
Okay.
See, I don't love getting rid of a leader, but all right.
Cool.
Nice.
That's my go.
Okay.
Did I use a card? I didn't use a dice for that.
Yep, it's that one. Yep.
The turn. Yep. Yeah, so it had to be a master action.
Alright, I will use an army muster as an army. I will move my men from Edoras to West Emmett. And then we're gonna actually that's not super fun there. Yeah, what could I do?
I guess I'm gonna go with protection.
I'm just going to move this Dwarf Regular in Iron Hills into Erebor here. So.
Okay.
Alright.
Consolidate up in the territories.
I think that'll be my move.
Okay. Now, there has to be a specific card to kill a Nazgul,
Or
or they just...
there are some cards that can, like, yeah, there. I guess I'll try to think. There are some cards that say, like, if you score a certain, like, roll or something, in a combat, you can take out a Nazgul, or all of the army units with a Nazgul are eliminated, then that Nazgul is eliminated with them.
So, like, if you were to launch an attack into Helm's Deep, that we lost.
Correct. Yeah.
Because you have a leader and 3 elites.
Yeah.
So people don't want to die super fast. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use a... Maybe I'm using cards too much. But you never know until you try. I'm gonna use an individual action.
Okay.
Wait, let me make sure that that isn't the same card that I also want. No, it's not.
I know that's always the tough. All right. Okay.
So I'm gonna move all of my Nazgul.
And for the purposes of that card, the Witch King does count as a Nazgul. So. So yeah, and if I'm it's always like the precedent. So it says if it says Nazgul, the Ring Wraith is included. But if it says like minions are separate listed there, then he doesn't count as a Nazgul because it's his own category.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Move 2 armies each containing Nazgul or attack with 1 army containing. Okay. We'll move you here, and I need to like do some actual order. Did I put the dice down right? Yes, I did.
Yep.
And I'm gonna fly you back over here in case anything fishy happens. And we'll leave those 2 there because that army is going to attack into west. No.
West. Okay. And would you
This
like...
might be a bad idea. No. Is there any way to regenerate Nazgul? That's just a muster action.
That's just a
isn't it?
muster. Yep.
Yeah, I low-key forgot about that, but also I could go for like a lot of muster actions at this point.
That's yeah.
But okay.
Would you like to
great,
play
and
a
then
card?
I would like to play a
Okay.
card, which I sort of tipped to earlier. We'll flip it. Let's go to the table.
I will.
Would you like to play one?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Sure. Don't know if it's really needed now, but alright.
Okay. I'm sure it's you.
I have advantageous position. Since I'm in the borders of Fruitless Nation, subtract 1 from all dice on the combat roll of the shadow player.
Oh, well, I add 1 to all combat rolls.
So you then you hit on 5 or 6.
I can't reroll from my
Yeah.
Nazguls.
Yeah. Okay. So mine is technically useless, but stopped you from getting 4, 5, or 6. So not useless, but all right.
Yes.
So I roll 3,
Yeah.
1 reroll, and you roll
And also,
4. No
yeah.
rerolls.
No rerolls. Yeah, that means I don't have any rerolls, so this
Yeah.
could be a very costly attack.
All right. Here we go. Good luck.
You too.
Okay. We both got 1. I
Mhm.
get 1 reroll. Nothing. All right.
Okay.
So we'll downgrade an elite. But if no, I do have a dead regular. Not that I'm happy about that, but I don't have to get rid of a new regular.
Mhm. So you, and then it would be 3 on 3, and you have a reroll, and I don't.
Yeah.
Or do those go away now?
Nope, these go away.
Okay.
And now it's the second round. You can say you want to press with a card, or you can not press. So, or sorry, you say if you want to press the attack, and then you say if you're playing a card or not, and I can choose to then defend and play a card or retreat into an adjacent territory.
Yeah. Well, I have renewable resources.
Mhm.
If I could roll a muster die ever, I mean, I got 2 of them, but I need them constantly.
Right.
So you know what? We'll press. We'll just.
All right.
I'm evil. I don't care about the health and safety of my minions. That would be for others.
Exactly. Some of them may die, but it's a sacrifice you're
That's
willing to make.
Risk I'm willing to take.
I'm going to retreat.
That was the strike quote. Oh.
And we're going to retreat to the Fords of Eisen.
Oh no, that was a very smart play.
Thank you. And now I will use my Will of the West as a army or character action to attack or think. And now you can fight it out in the field or retreat into a siege.
I'll retreat into a siege.
Okay.
Good. One good siege deserves another.
And that ends my dice there.
Great. So we can use. So I can't recruit or anything here, right?
No, unless you have if you have a card that lets you do it, you can. Not a muster die or Saruman's ability.
Yeah. Okay. I feel mildly obligated to deal with that situation. I put myself in very regularly. I'm sorry, could I, in theory, muster in Southumberland?
Yep. So that's still...
Okay. It's not, it's, yeah, okay.
Yep.
We'll use... Sure, me... Oh... Hold on. We will use... I literally just didn't read what I meant to read. We're gonna use the army die to move 2 armies.
Okay.
So if I unbesiege you, that's gonna be... You're gonna pop out of your little...
I'll pop out of my little siege, yep.
That's... You know...
So I guess, again, and I mean, we're learning, you could leave like a single person there. I could then maybe attack out, but it would slow me down a turn if you wanted to. But again, it's only a few characters, so I don't know what you want to do. But yeah.
I don't know what cards you have in your hand, so I'm just gonna... And then the other one I'm gonna move is gonna be these guys up here.
Okay.
The Witch King, get that booty shaking.
Okay. I am going to... Let's see. I'm going to use an Elven Ring.
Okay.
To change my event action into an army action.
Oh no.
And I'm going to attack Orthanc.
I'm not terribly surprised about that.
Oh, well, it's an army, but all right.
Hmm.
And I will not play a card.
Okay. So I'm sorry. The little. What are the little? Okay. Movement. What's the middle one? On the. Sorry, I'm looking at
Oh, yep,
symbols on the right hand side.
yep. So the first one's movement, the
That's
second
the
one's
reroll.
leadership. So you have 1 die and 1 reroll right now.
Okay. And you have.
3 die and 1 reroll.
Mhm. Okay. Well. I made some errors. I definitely made some errors. I see that now.
Yeah, it's tough to get a feel for like unit
Yeah,
counts
like
and
leaving
things like
unit
that. Yeah.
unit and like the advantage of like leaving a single unit behind.
Yep. Yep.
Um, yeah, that's gonna sting. We're gonna play this. It's gonna not work in my favor.
Okay. But you're gonna try to chunk me down a bit. So.
Well, no, because I still can only get a maximum of 1 hit, right?
Oh, right. Right.
So I shouldn't
Yeah.
because
Yep. You might want to.
it's just making it easier for you to hit me.
Exactly. Yep.
Oh, all right.
All right. Here we go.
Yep.
Nothing.
Reroll that 1 die.
Oh. Okay. We both got a hit.
Back then.
Couldn't complain about
But
that.
that's I lose Saruman then.
I believe so. Let me double check because I know Saruman's unique with his not being able to move, but I think is if the army he's with dies, yes. Which because it's weird because if I were say you didn't leave that one guy behind and I just waltzed in there, Saruman would stay alive because like he can be in the same. Yeah. So it's just weird things like that. Let's see. Battle resolution. Elimination. If all the army units involved in battle are eliminated, then all leaders, including characters and minions. Yep. So, unfortunately, that means you lose Saruman and the extra die he provides.
Yes.
So,
Is there a specific one that's a Saruman die, or do I
no,
just take one out?
you just take one out. They're all the same. Yep.
Okay, and then you move up 1 on the thing, right?
I do, and I will. I don't love it. I'll just get rid of a regular, I think. And then I move up 2 actually, because it's a stronghold.
Oh, right, that's work 2.
Yeah.
So you need 1 more stronghold.
I'll need 1 more stronghold, and to hold it till the end of the turn. And then I will move Saruman here, and we can slide your Isengard regular to end the siege. All right.
What? Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was just. Oh, right. I think if I flip it, it does automatically, but we're good. Okay. Cool. All right, and that is my turn. And then you do have this Elven Ring if you want to change your die result. Again, you can use 1 per turn, but you can also save it. You don't have to use it this turn. So.
This is fine. I'm gonna do what I was gonna do.
Okay.
And we're gonna attack Bree.
Okay. You have 4 dice and a reroll, and I just have 2. All right. Would you like to play a card?
Technically, I'm so confused. Not actually. Give me a second.
Okay.
Defending. Okay, right. Yep. I do not.
Okay, and then I guess yeah, just in case, it does only matters like for defending. You don't have to be the one defending. It's just whoever is defending is okay. Yep. Just I got confused about that for a while, so I will also not play a card,
Okay.
which I think means I'm gonna have to discard, but that's fine. All right. Yep. All right. Here we go.
So 4 with the reroll.
Yep, and we all hit on 5s or 6s now. well, that was lucky.
Not for me!
No.
I get a reroll.
Oh.
It's worse than literally anything else on the board. Okay.
So your attacks on the north moves down 1. But so presses don't move the north down more? Not that, yeah.
Yeah, so if I wanted to press...
It wouldn't affect it, it's just the status quo. So
I mean, I have the renewable resources, right? Like, that should be my
Yep.
mindset.
Yep.
I can be a little bit looser with them, so I will press.
Okay. Would you like to play a card with that? Press.
Yeah, you know what? I will play a card. And maybe it's dumb, and maybe I don't care. This is how we learn. We learn by doing.
See, I feel like I should retreat, but I kind of just want to see what happens. So we'll hold. Hang on. Because you take. Yeah, we will retreat. Sorry. Well, I can choose now. Oh, you can put that back in your hand. Yep, I didn't see it.
Just go back.
Yep.
Oh wait, I determine that after you determine it to you?
So you say you're pressing, and you say if you're doing a card or not, and then I can defend by playing a card or just retreat. So yeah,
I see.
And now I'm really torn. I think with how your armies are shaped out, I'm gonna move to Buckland here, and then you can move anyone in.
I'm gonna move all of them in because I don't see a reason not to.
Oh, sorry, I flipped your person trying to flip 3, so I can't recruit there anymore. And then, but that does bring the north 1 step closer to war.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
That is the end of the turn.
Not bang up. Kind of around there. That was a little etch a sketch.
All right. So we just finished turn 4, so I got to increment my counter. And are you good to play a few more turns at the very least?
Yes, I am.
All right.
Let me turn my timer back on.
Are you enjoying getting back into War of the Ring again?
Yes, it's fun to try and remember everything.
Good. Hand limit exceed.
Oh, it sucked it in. It didn't like me not.
Oh, okay.
Forcibly remove it every time, I guess.
There was a way to. Yeah, we could probably just delete it. See if that works. If it
deleting privileges, I do not.
Okay. Alright, I deleted it. We'll see if it comes back.
Great.
Alright. I do have to get rid of one, so let's see.
Oh, the only read what I got, actually. Keep forgetting that, like, because I'm not actively drawing them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do not know what I want to get rid of. This is terrible. I think I kind of got to. Yeah, we'll do this one for now. All right. Shall we roll? Or sorry, I will not declare because we're still in Rivendell, last new location, and I can't change the guide because it's Gandalf. So I did move 1, so you have to allocate 1 eye. Would you like to allocate another? Or
I
2
will
more?
allocate 1 more. We are rolling even dice.
Okay.
But I'm 2. 2 is an arbitrary number that I chose, and am going to
You're...
stick with for the foreseeable future.
That is fair. Okay.
Yep. Okay.
You're really making moving awfully inconvenient.
Great. Perfect. We love to hear that. The only thing I got.
Oh gosh.
Evidently.
There were.
I mean, at best, I would still only have 3, so
Right.
you know. Monster.
Okay, we will. I'm very, very torn. I think it makes the most sense to. Sure, we will muster the elves to war. Or towards war, not to war, obviously.
Mhm.
Since you made it harder for them. Now they're back with Gondor.
Yes. Hello, elves. Wait. Oops, where are we going? Hold on this time. We're gonna use a sword to move this army over
Okay.
here.
Yep, very fair.
Claim it.
Okay. See, I don't love that because that makes me doubt my last decision. It's fine, but no, I still need to. All right, we will do math here. No, it still makes sense, I think, for me to muster the elves down more.
Oh. Get away from me, elves. In my head, I was actually gonna pass a couple times and see what happens,
Okay.
but I'm just gonna not do that and walk into better.
All right. It's yours. So you go up to, well, when you flip it, it'll take you up to 1. You can't just steal my Rohan. No, you're fine.
Yeah, I'm trying to put him down because I grabbed. I was just gonna flip that. Oh no! Everybody behave. Okay, I'm being a bad influence on that particular guy.
Hey, Butterfly Slayer,
Right,
thanks
so
for
we're just gonna send you
tuning
guys.
in.
You're gonna stand right next to that mountain range, my guys.
No, not at all. Hope you had a good flight if you've landed.
Evil's allowed to do that. Oh, you know what? I could leave somebody in Westland.
I took Orthanc and killed Saruman. And he's starting to encroach in the northwest and on Edoras here, ignoring me there. So it's only Doug's second game, so we're trying to play it out, see how it goes. All right. I will have the elves get to war.
Welcome to war, elves.
Thank you. It's been a long time after you made it harder.
Thanks, I did that on purpose. I will pass though.
Okay. I will. I'm going to use my event action to play a card. I'm going to, and it's going to get my hand be ridiculous, but I'll play Celeborn Scaladrihim, which recruit an elven unit in Lorien, but then I get to draw a strategy event card. And because I played an event action with Gandalf, I get to draw a second strategy event card and then discard down. So just fishing for some good cards. And I can regular or elite. All right, we'll do an elite. I don't like using them all, but cool. And then draw in 2 strategy cards. One for Gandalf, one for the card. And then I'll discard down. Okay. Definitely keeping this one. That's a good one, but I don't think we want it right now. Okay, so I will discard Galadriel and then discard my card from my hand, and I'm down to 6. All right. Your move.
Mm-hmm. What is your thing?
Well, welcome back. Glad it was a good trip. Doug was actually my first War the Ring opponent ever, so
really like anything.
Kind of fun to be back playing here. Now that I have a few games under my belt.
I kind of want to move the last people down, but I think I'm gonna recruit.
Okay.
In oops, cannot remember.
Edoras?
Edoras, yeah.
So remember, you can only recruit within your borders.
Within my borders.
Yep.
Okay,
so
it has to be
So it has to be an owned, an owned settlement, and within your borders. Yeah, or conquered. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, I'll still do that.
Okay.
I'll grab an elite. Knight and guard elite up, and because it's one elite or two. Yeah.
Yep.
South. So, I did forget about that. That's fine.
Yeah, sorry, no problem.
Changed. Yeah, I mean, the other option was to move them down one, which has its benefits as well. They're just so tertiary to everything. I probably could try and start forcing dwarves into war. That's not a terrible idea. But I didn't, so. Now, based on this little bit of the map up here,
yes,
I can just pop over.
No, so that is a black. Oh, sorry. I guess that's a mountain border. It's just it doesn't have the nice 3D mountain. So yeah. But you can go you set up here and across. But yeah, but no. The only pass to Mount Gundabad is Eagle's Eyrie or the other side. So yep. All right,
what you doing with your Will-O-Wisp?
I'm going to play my last Will-O-Wisp as an army action.
You should move to the fellowship. I think is a good idea.
No, I'm sorry. So I'm going to leave a unit in Helm's Deep and move these guys up to here.
Okay.
And I'm going to move my Elven army to Dimrill Dale. Oh yes.
What about 3 elites? A regular and a leader?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright. So, end of the turn. 2 victory points. Only 1 on the fellowship track. We can move on to turn 6.
Alright.
And I have to discard a bunch.
I don't have to discard, but barely. Okay, what are we doing here?
Alright, we'll get rid. Well, we can keep this. Or let's get rid of this one. And we'll get rid of. Sorry, I'll make sure that you can.
Oh, sorry. Was that you? You've done discarding?
Oh no, I have one more. Sorry, I'm
Oh,
just
okay.
I was just
I didn't
thinking.
know.
Yeah. Okay, I'm done discarding. So I
You
will.
want to review?
I will not declare the position of the fellowship.
Okay. This has been a bad choice every time, actually. I don't think it's ever been a good result, other than we're really, really slowing the ring. But we're gonna go 2.
Okay, I will say I think now it might make sense to do less because I do have the potential to get another victory point soon.
Yeah.
Not to dissuade you, but yeah.
Or another, actually, like 2.
2, yes, if I'm able to.
Which would be game.
Yeah. But also, I mean, yeah. There is benefit to at least putting 1 or so in, so I'm not going to say that's a terrible idea. But...
Yeah. It's just the ring isn't necessarily the focal point right now. Because like you're halfway to winning one way and just
not even
so far away from winning the other way.
Exactly. Of course, I'd feel really bad if I say that and then you roll none, so maybe leaving 1 in if I say, but like I definitely see where you're going.
I'm not going to put any less than 1 in. Okay. The thing is, like, do I keep the second one in?
Gotcha. Yeah.
Because we are at even die right now.
Yep.
If I do that.
If you'd have to, yeah.
Yes. And you're gonna go first into a not terribly well defended area, if we're being honest. I should have in North Dunland actually recruited. Now that we know things, but that's whatever.
You'd like to redo that? That's. I mean, I guess you didn't know I was moving up there, but if you didn't see that I could get to Moria, like that could be fair. But
no, I kind of knew it was there.
Okay.
I'm gonna. I hate this. I'm gonna keep it as is.
Okay.
The results have just been wild.
It is. It hasn't ever been just like let's add 1. It's always 0 or 3. Okay. That's all right then. All right, continue. Here we go.
No. Okay.
So just the 1. Oh. Again, I could have moved a ton if you hadn't put any in. I mean, I still could, but it's gonna get deadly. So, well, it doesn't make sense for me. Yeah, I will attack Moria from Dimril Dale.
Okay.
Would you like to retreat into a siege or fight it
out? Let's go siege.
Go. Everyone in. That is my turn there.
Okay. Do. Oh. Let's go. So if I use, let me just read the thing again,
yep.
like 80 millionth time. Okay, we're gonna use this as an army action.
Okay.
And we're gonna move Dolgador. Because that's a no, Elite's not a leader.
No, but that's
I
okay with.
lied.
But with an army action, you can move.
Oh,
Not
that's
a leader.
right.
Yep, it's just a character action.
I know how to play this game.
So like, okay, yeah.
What?
I guess
Wait.
my only thing is if you think you're going to want to move them again, you could recruit if you have the dice to recruit a Nazgul in Dol Guldur and then use a character action to move them. I don't know what your plans were with that, so.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I see what you're saying. Recruit there and then move. They're still just so very far away. Which is wild. Because it does not feel like they should be very far away, but they definitely are.
Yeah, moving in Middle Earth is a lot slower than you'd expect.
Yeah. Okay. Do that. And if I use the Elven Ring, it doesn't go back to you, it just gets deleted.
No, it just gets deleted. Yep.
These are my things to have. I think I will. Oh, recruit.
Okay.
Nazgul over there.
And you could do another Nazgul somewhere else, or a regular of any of your. Well, I guess not the Southern Things or Isengarder. So.
Well, I can do an Ice Guard regular.
Oh, right. Yep.
But that is yeah. I don't know what else I want to do. Do a we'll just do an Eisen. No, it has to be I know what I'm doing. Yes. I need to put one here. Or we'll throw another Isengard regular.
Okay.
Here.
Okay. Then
See what that does.
All right. Yep. I will. I'm gonna play a character action to separate people from the Fellowship.
Okay.
And I'm going to separate. I mean. Yeah, I guess this is coming down to potentially the wire. I will separate everyone.
Oh.
I
just realized also me taking points does not lower the number of points that you have.
Ooh, sorry. No.
I mean, I knew that.
Okay.
But like in my brain, I was like, oh, I can
Get a few
try
points
and
to
take, like breed or something to like hold off the
I
military
see.
victory. And it's like, no, you can't do that. Actually, you have to take back the places that you lost. So,
And they will move. They can move 4 because Gandalf's the leader, but they're going to move 1, 2, and join the besieging army.
hi, everybody.
Hello.
How are you?
And now Gollum joins the fellowship. Woohoo. Okay. And then so I guess Gandalf, Legolas, and Gimli all have that Captain of the West, where they give me an extra die up to 5.
Okay.
So, yeah. And then Pippin disappeared somewhere. Okay, there's Pippin. Pippin and Merry don't do anything, but they do have leadership. So, yep.
So you've got what, 5 rerolls?
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 well, yeah, 5 rerolls is the most you can have. So I have 5.
Because, yeah. Okay. Also, yeah. Yeah, I should have put the Nazgul over here, even though that's a smaller army, just because that's the only thing that I think can make it any amount of time to try and help.
Your Dol Guldur army can, I guess, but the siege might be over by then. But they could attack it. Oh, because then I could retreat into a siege. I see.
Well, it'd be one move here.
Yeah.
And one move here. And then I would need another one to attack.
Which you could use.
I guess
the ring was I was thinking.
Yeah.
But then I could go into a siege potentially, depending on if I have won the siege or not. But yeah. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Well, we do gotta. I'm still gonna move them up.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, see now, some things will definitely we touch. I wouldn't say rusty because I've only played this once before.
Right. Yes. Just still trying to learn everything, or
Yeah.
see how it all
because I
connects.
could leave somebody behind the dog word over. Like, since the past. Does it super matter?
At this point,
Can you get? Yeah.
the North isn't
what I'm
at
thinking.
the North isn't at war, and I don't think I can get I guess one.
What?
Technically, I could bring the Woodland Realm down if I used a
You could move them
ring.
3,
So yeah. But then by the time you see me doing that, you can move back and stop me there, and I've wasted dice to do the siege. So like, not to tell you my plan, but I think the siege makes more sense than trying to go for that, even though it's open.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, I think that's a fairly obvious conclusion to come to.
Okay. Well, then we will. I mean, we're here. Let's push the siege of Moria.
Okay.
I will play a card. Sorry, I have to decide which one. I was between 2 before you tell me. Oh, yeah, let's do this one.
I'll also play a card because it's now or never, baby.
Yeah. All right.
Ready?
Yep. I have Sudden Strike.
For the combat roll, roll an additional attack using a number that equal to your leadership.
apply
And
those.
I'm going to also, for
Okay,
the combat roll,
well.
roll an additional attack using 3 combat die. And I score on hits of 4.
Okay.
And you hit on... You still only hit on 6s?
Yes. And
So
then
you're rolling 5.
I'm rolling 5. Yep.
And do you get rerolls or not?
No, not for this special attack. I would in
I
the
didn't
normal
think so.
attack. Yeah. But then I need
And
to
I
see.
also don't get rerolls, although I don't think anybody... I just have 2 regulars, so that makes sense.
So okay, this isn't affected because mine is leadership, and this would not hurt my leadership. So you are good to do yours first, I believe, technically, because they're both tied. And no, okay, sorry, it doesn't matter who goes first because.
Wouldn't they just resolve like a normal combat where we just take them away simultaneously?
Well, yes, but I guess like there's these numbers on the bottom, and they're both 2.
Oh.
But say yours came first. Like say mine was. There are some that say like do an attack with your elite units, and say if Doran's Bane went first, it could chunk my elite units down, and then I wouldn't have as many to do. But in this case, mine's based on leadership, and yours is just a raw number, so it shouldn't matter. So, yep. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna roll 3.
I'm going to roll 5. All right.
50 shot.
And you're 4+. I have 6s. Oof. Here we go.
Good luck.
Good luck. Okay, I just feel
Oh
bad
my
about that.
God.
You've had some rough. I have 1 hit. Oh.
I know you have.
I'm sorry.
I used the ring to change the die result to a 6.
Oh, I wish.
Oh no, you go back, little man. You tried your best.
He did. He really did. Alright. The Balrog was a little bit just tired today.
Sleepy.
Yeah. Well, I guess Gandalf is there, so like they're probably distracted, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how that worked. That's how that went down. It was just the
So now
Great. So I'm gonna roll 1 die without a reroll.
Yep, and I roll 5 with reroll. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Just stay alive, man.
No.
You did not do that.
Yeah.
So, okay. Logically, if I can get there, you can just tuck into a siege and the turn will end.
Correct.
Okay. So what I actually have to do is play a card that means that I win.
Yes. How do I end the siege? I don't know.
Tap it again?
There it is. I just couldn't hit it. Mary was in the way.
I'll have you know that I really can't play most of my cards actually right now.
That is.
I was in a really good position to get rid of the elf thing.
Oh. I mean, I suppose you can't reach it, and I was like, you could try to get there, but just to get some points.
Yeah. Nope, that's game. I can't do anything about that. I can't get there fast enough.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, good game.
Was it?
I mean, it was an interesting game.
Sure, I'll give you that one. I will give you that it was no doubt about that. It was wild.
It was. I'm really curious.
What was I saying? Oh, I think I learned a lot.
Good.
Because, I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, you've been playing this regularly. Right. Whereas, the first time we played, I feel like we were more evenly matched because we were both sort of like, I don't really know what.
Had no idea what we were doing. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying not to just play too hard, but then there was some areas where I could do.
There was.
I was
right. Yeah, and that was allowing you to retreat into an advantageous position was.
Yeah.
A big blunder on my part, I do believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but then I kept getting so many great fellowship cards, but you kept rolling ridiculous eye rolls. I mean, really, you did force my hand. I was.
Yeah, I just wasn't ready for your hand to be forced.
Exactly.
I needed to recruit a little harder, I think.
Yeah, I had 5 corruption. At one point, I had 5 corruption reducing cards in my hand, and I just couldn't move without just getting destroyed. So I was like, but yeah.
Oh, look, you can play the individual sounds.
There will be no dawn for men.
Well, that's not true. There will be.
There.
Those two very aggressive.
Well, I still really enjoyed the game though, and I definitely did not feel like it was super easy or anything.
Final action, I will change my die result to an action die. Oh wait, no, I just have one. Aha! Great. We'd love to see it. I'm going to discard this action along with my card that requires me to have Saruman in play.
Yeah.
And one of my war cards, both of which requires me to have the Southrons and Easterlings at war. Which one has...
Was that Corsairs of Umbar?
There was Corsairs of Umbar and A Day Without
Dawn.
Yeah. Both would have required that, so... Anyways, I can go into Elven territories now.
Yay! I mean, I'm sad that you, of all people, didn't get to play Corsairs of Umbar. So.
Yeah, well, I did. I got to discard it, I think.
Okay, that's fair.
Here.
That is fair.
Yeah, I was always like, oh, I want to do stuff, but I was like, I got a shockingly low number of...
Well, there will be a game 2 by Vice there, but
did not seem like I had
not sure I can make it for that.
Maybe I just used them all to play cards. Like,
yeah,
I think that was a thing that I vaguely remember from last time. Is like or no, there's a game where I play an absurd amount of cards compared to like other people.
Okay.
Or something. I just remember whoever was teaching me was like, yeah, most people don't actually play cards. So cards are the only thing I'm going to play. It's like you put them in my hand, and it gives me like a direction to go.
To play.
I'm
yeah.
like, I have all the options in the world. Somebody just point at one, and then you look in your hand, and you're like, okay, this one says, do a thing.
Oh, it gives us music. Sorry.
Yeah, didn't do anything with the Witch King. Absolutely zero.
Yeah, he started to move, and then I do like that card you played to get him to Angmar. That's a fun move and build
Yeah,
up.
I also had stuff to like generate units and not go to bed.
Okay.
Stuff. So it's like, I guess we're marching from the north, and it was just like I could have. Yeah, there was a lot of things I could have done, but I didn't do them.
Gotcha.
Also, I rolled kind of bad. I'm not going to blame it exclusively on rolling because there was definitely some technical errors.
Well, I am you can pull up the dice statistics here, and so I rolled a statistically normal amount of 6s, a little higher. I rolled 20% of my combat dice were 6s, but you rolled a abnormal amount of 6s, 7.5%, which did not help your. So there's definitely was some factor in the combat that
Wait, rolled 6s. I'm sorry.
Oh, so I hit the dice statistics? Yep, and then you see it in the chat here.
Yeah.
So it says you might have to scroll up to see, or make it bigger, to see combat dice. Yeah. Okay. Oh, the scroll does. You just can't use the scroll wheel. The scroll's on the left. So like, I rolled a pretty.
I can use the scroll.
Oh yeah. I was like, I had an abnormal amount of 4 combat dice, which like don't do anything, but I had a normal amount of 5s and 6s, roughly averaged out, whereas you had a very low amount of 6s, which definitely contributed to you having some combat.
Oh, low. I thought you said I had a high number.
Oh no, sorry. I had you had a high number of 4s and 2s, but.
Wait, 3 out of 40.
So that, yeah, I mean, obviously with any dice, that definitely played a factor. And I felt bad when you got a few rough rolls and
Well, it was the one that killed me was like, oh, I kill on 4 pluses. Like, this is a good card.
Yeah.
Nothing about 3.
I know
like,
that was.
Yeah. This card.
I hate.
Fully a quarter of my rolls were just
I had a
twos, which is never going to be a newest. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
no. I was just gonna say I had that same card playing as Shadow in one of my tournament games, and I had there's two of them that are very similar, and they roll 3 dice, and I didn't hit on either of them, and it's just the most like depressing. Like, no.
Yeah. I think I might have been an audience for that one, actually.
I think it would have been. I was trying to think of those because it was the one I was going towards Grey Havens over here, so it's kind of an interesting.
A full 20% of my rolls were die rolls, and I don't know if that's taking into account the ones that I sacrifice.
I don't think so. And what? So 6 goes into 100, like 18, 17.
Yeah.
17% is like an even distribution would be like 17% for each. So.
Is it not 18? Oh, that's over. It's over.
It's
18.
yeah.
17 and change.
But you had a ridiculous number of character actions, which again, your Nazgul were never where you needed them to be until later in the game. So that was
Yeah. I didn't know what to do with the Nazgul on the first round. I was like, I guess we're gonna post up here. And like, I could have put them in armies, but like, why?
That's weird. We both had the same stats for character action rolled, like 28.6%. That's just strange.
Yeah.
Which I also, again, I rolled 2 turns. I had a ton of character movement, but then there was always 3 or 5 eyes in my way, and I was like,
Which I'm glad that it was frustrating.
Yep.
At least.
No, I mean, again, I don't think you played anything overly poorly. I think it was just the dice plus not knowing like army composition and things like that.
And the knowing a few of the like key, like I think that seems like a thing, like being like 2 turns, like a quick movement away from a couple areas. It's like, oh, okay.
Yep. Like staging and then being able to start the turn by exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, there was one turn that really hurt that I just had so many eyes, and I was just like,
that.
cool. And I think I had only put 1 die over there of my own volition. One was stuck over.
One was sucked on its own. Yeah. So you'd only sacrificed 1 of yours, but yeah.
I was just like, well, I'm just gonna, out of curiosity.
Yeah.
I hadn't sacrificed that particular. Cool. Absolutely cool.
I mean, that at least makes us feel good, so yeah. That was too good.
They're their little game. They're their little game. You don't need to be like this.
Oh.
Cool. I made no errors, is what I just learned.
You learned that you played a perfect, yeah.
Oh my gosh! So, in the board game app, what do you put for score? Just
so
score?
I don't keep score. I just mark who wins, and then I usually put the score in the comments. Yep. And then in boards and variants, which I don't know if it's normal, but I have each of the different victory types, and I save which one it was. So there was a Free People's Military Victory, Free People Ring Victory, Shadow Player Military Victory, and Shadow Player Ring Victory, and then that's like the board variant.
I don't think that's exactly how that is supposed to be used.
It isn't, but it generates the stats exactly. It
what
was,
you want to know.
Yep. I asked in like
for you.
the board game, the BG Stats app, like Board Game Geek thread, and they're like, no, but this is what I do, and I was like, oh, that's a good idea. So I took it, and then they said it's for War of the Ring, and I said, oh, me too. So
what do you do if you like have the expansion and stuff that you're playing with?
So there's also the separate expansions.
There is. I know that.
Yeah.
I know that's a whole. Yeah.
So I guess technically, like, I don't know if Fate of Airborne, which is the board change, is listed in the expansion. So I figured I don't think I'll ever have a different board state. But yeah.
So we're just gonna I'm not even gonna put in all 4. We're just gonna put in the Free People Military for this round, and then I guess I could assign us roles as.
Yep, and that's what I did. I did
the
Free Peple and the Forces of Sauron. Shadow Player, however you.
I'm just gonna do Shadow Army, because that's fewer words. Great. That was a lot of fun.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah, it definitely felt like I was like. It felt good to like remember it all. Be like, yes.
Yeah.
I remember hating X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
Like,
like a certain card or a certain
yeah. Yeah. And like I said, it felt like I definitely like if we were to play again, I not to downplay anything, but you do have a lot more practice in this game.
No. And I
so like
I was trying really hard not just
to kind of go fighting up a hill anyway.
Yeah.
But
no, I mean really, I think it was still a good game. Just I think there were just some good openings I was able to take advantage of. And again, you just made me completely 180 on my strategy, so like it worked out in like messing me up. It just then happened to I had a really good hand to be able to move into that.
Yes.
So.
And I did not prep for you to pivot.
Yeah, exactly.
Which didn't even feel like a pivot, if we're being honest, because like it was just a couple turns of like
it was
botsing around and then it's like, oh, we're at war, oh, I lost.
Because it was really like it was. Let's see. There's the first 2 turns which were kind of normal, and then you had all the eyes. I think on turn 3, and that's when I was like, oh well, I'll just bring Aragorn down here, and then I'll keep moving the Fellowship. And then you rolled more eyes, and I was like, okay, I guess I'm gonna have to, pivot again. Because originally Aragorn was just for that extra dice. I was like, well, maybe now he's gonna fight. So I had to figure that out. Yeah.
So he never did. Nothing ever happened.
No, he and Boromir were just hanging out with Denethor, and
nobody calls for aid because there's no reason, because we already won.
I mean, like, to be fair, Edoras is burning. Like,
burning. It's not that big.
It's fine. They all moved to Helm's Deep.
Tower.
Wait, who needs Edoras? We got a cool tower to move into. Well, good. Well,
I heard that the roots of the trees go real deep over there, so make sure you take advantage of that.
I think that's just folk legend. That could definitely not come back to bite anyone. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, and if you want to get some more, of your face-to-face challenge in, or head-to-head, whatever, I forgot what you called it.
I just called it be aggressive.
Okay.
Question.
Well, I will gladly be aggressive again. So, and you did choose the right faction to be aggressive on, so I see why you went that route. But
yeah. I mean, there's also the faction that I haven't played.
Right.
Yet.
Yeah. And also, I guess I could have.
I mean, being aggressive as the free people worked out.
It did. That's fair. I shouldn't talk.
Oh, what were you saying?
Oh no, I was just saying because I was like, maybe I should have taken Shadow because I've been playing free a lot more. But no, that's.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, like I'd been so long since I played.
Right.
It super mattered to me. It was gonna be like a fresh experience either way.
Well, next stream, you'll have it nice and fresh and. We'll see how it goes.